Hello, 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 divine ones. Welcome. Today, the guides are going to be bringing through what they're calling a full system reset, a full system upgrade, and a clearing, as well as they're going to bring a message through. Dear ones, we are so overjoyed, so privileged, such a blessing to be able to connect in this way. Although we are always connected, this conscious connection is such a blessing. So if you say yes, we say yes to a full system upgrade and a full system reset. Okay, so if you're open to this message today, please find a comfortable position and we'll begin. And the guides wish to harmonize energy with you. Dear ones, your heart, our heart, one heartbeat. We wish to connect with you to create the optimal vibrational frequency for this transmission. Set your intention to meet your energy frequency, the divine aspect of you, the divine as you, your divine frequency meets our divine frequency. We create together a vibrational frequency for the greatest and highest good of all, and for this message to be received by you and this vibration to be received by all that wish to align with it. Wakto ayesh quiet kene taroko esi wakaya troki amaya trikia oti awakayo rokoto yikto amaya trikio amaya katishio aroko amaya krotoshi awakato ishi wakto hukchi Ariki asokarese atekenese takoroso. You say yes. Io kore bekarase e awakaya so kiana sai. And they wish to clear now. So you set the intention, say yes to clear. So what are we clearing? Everything that is not you. The truth of who you are has been covered up with, diminished by all of these ideas and beliefs. I must do this, I must do that. Life must be like this. And if you wish to move past these, beyond these beliefs, so you can be who you are, see who you are, know who you are, which is beyond beliefs. If you wish for this, we say yes, we wish for it too. And we do this together. Sikia bro. Kutia barkaiteni turkumaya tahish kuriptiti shibrukuto shikiata kare turku papa katariki tekitoro kitabakatis barkatis barkatis karotitish karabakatis karata sakarototi kibirkirchi ayo turki by torokia and atareka full system reset ni atroki I kote kibrakete sekerakti arekiaro me atebro ato ayatoto ayakoto shi amaki torokoto alakatoropi kata sekerakete barakete sekeraktato brekete karo brakete sekerakete sekerakete sekerete kero kata bekete torokete brekete hik ha soko ha sokote kabrakete sekerakete sekerakete tekete brekete yikotori brekete si brekete korobi ke atukri dikterik brick tick 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 brick tick 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 brick tick 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 brick tick 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 broke. Ye pae tro e a karatro e senewe e so e we te se so e we te se wete so with to korote e peke se korote te se korote te brekte husikere brekte te shia hu hasakere sho hai kore kiama soko Soko ayatarakishi awakatoso ayatarkosi isia 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 so isia so isia so. And they're sending out energy now, excuse me, through the palms of my hands and my heart. So. And moving into full system upgrade. Io kia pakato wasu siwikyu kyu huekie kyo ukyo apake dere shio eu shio huesikia pakote su su Sikire breke o pai kurote ke arokoto so e karata te shiwakate te shu ere karata to shame karakata to korba kata te kere markata te kere rakata to roke bare ke de sho de sho kara brakete te sho ai koroto ko ti so Secorove, Abi Atorokia, Suabroktia, Korotishi Amitia, Wakatu iso we could get so. They're sending energy out now. Eokori isu sishkwata su sikiaso sikiaso korose bekare sikete sikiraso korose barka sak Husikera brakete se abrakatogoro brakea ta brakete barakasogoro kate karasa kerote bagasia terekea sakarasa they hug now. You can hug them back or connect with them in any way that feels authentic for you. Ikoro kema kema katika skoroto kama karasa karete ke te korsote beata karasuko bekete kata koro kata koro kata brakete kuro kata ser brakete sia. So emekea tayeshi ala karo sokia miti awata korithi bekiso. Dear ones, so what is a full system reset? You could think about it like going back to factory settings. Although most of you don't want to think that way because factory settings are very boring. You love your individuality. Making yourself unique. But we say your uniqueness comes in these factory settings. Because through you flows your unique purpose, your unique expression. One divine source expressed many ways to which you are one. So when you return back to factory settings, this is not boring. This is expensive. Because all things are possible here when you remember the divine that you are. When you reset, when you re-know what has always been true. When you remember what has been forgotten. And another way we might say this is when you remember what has been covered. You have been cloaked, clothed, covered, almost like a burlap sack. Put over top of you, put over top of you, and told you were this burlap sack of for individuation. So some of you have decided you like your burlap to be in a different color, or fancy with some type of words, maybe embroidered, embossed, stamped on it. That's how you will make your burlap stand out. So none of you wants to go back to factory settings because you believe that you are just burlap at factory settings. But we say what's under, what's under the burlap. Yeah, that's who you are. The burlap is just a disguise. And when you return back to factory settings, all things are possible, and the way that you express will be far beyond a burlap sack. Now you're trying to make a burlap sack fancy. You're trying to make a burlap sack important. Or you're trying to say that you're a burlap sack and it's just really, it's nothing, it's worthless. And we would say none of these is accurate. And when you return to factory settings, back to the divine that you are, the remembrance of who you are, all things are possible, and burlap is the last thing on your mind, because you have so much more substance to create with. Now you are creating with such a limited substance. What is it limited by? It's limited by your mind and the ideas and thoughts and beliefs that keep you in the loop. But when you are willing to step outside of concepts and beliefs into knowing, you may know what there is to be known, and you are gifted a substance. We would say regifted, but not the kind of regifted you think about when you get a gift and you don't like it and you give it to someone else. Not that regifting. This is a regifted, a re-knowing of the gift that you already have. It's a re-knowing of what you already have and what's available to you. The burlap sack is keeping you from knowing. So today's transmission is to reset to factory settings so that you know the truth of who you are, back to the truth of who you are. And what is a full system upgrade? It is a clearing and an activating of what you would call dormant DNA. We would say just a reawakening what has always been true. Any way that you want to say it, this is what we did. It is a reawakening, an activation, if you would. Really, it is just activating what is already here. Like a watch in a that you wind up, and you forgot to wind it, so it stopped working, or stopped working effectively. It's like winding it back up, and then it is like realizing that the watch is not something you want to wear anymore. But you didn't realize it, you see, until the watch stopped ticking, stopped working in the way that it always worked. And when your life stops working in the way that you always wanted it to work or thought that it was working, and it goes on what you would call like, it goes off the rails, or it goes sideways, or it's like a fork in the road, like it goes off of the direction that you had planned it to be. And when the, excuse me, when the watch stops working, and you look around to figure out what are you going to do next, and we say it's like winding up the watch once again. Once you wind up the watch once again, it's like you realize, do I really want to play with time anymore? Do I really want to do this anymore? And in this, it activates the remembrance of us, who you are, and that you are outside of time. And you are timeless. You see, it's like a full system reset and full system upgrade is like, you could say, like the winding of the watch, like we wind up the watch once again, but in the winding of it, because you had it stop, or you had it not working correctly, once you wind it up and you remember, you then remember, oh, yeah, I don't want to play this game anymore. I don't want to wear this watch. I don't want to be bound to time anymore, because I am in fact timeless. And this watch that I wear is like a costume, and I don't wish for it anymore. And in that you are freed. This is like what we did today together. You may be free from the bounds of time. Sometimes, dear one, you need life, or what you would call life, to not work in the way that you want it. So that when you get it the way that you think you want it, when we wind back up the watch, you realize, oh, actually, I don't really want that now. That's what I thought I was aiming for, but now I realize, yeah, I don't want that. I want what's beyond that. I want to know who I am. I want to know what I am. And I want to realize this. I want to move past the bounds of time. If you say yes, we say yes, and it is done. We brought through the energy today of this. Dear ones, we send you much love. And while we say that we send you much love, and while we have a deep affection for you, deep love for you, and we also know you as love. Love cannot really send love to another, but love can recognize love in another. And we could say sending, we would rather say we meet you in love, because this is our true essence. This is our shared to go to say frequency. It's our shared frequency. Ai korte e ashkurete ke te kore te. Sote, 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 te sakaropate. Thank you so much, and thank you to the guides. It's always their privilege pleasure and blessing to connect in this way. So thank you so much for sharing in this message with me today and with the guides today. And as always, because they're talking about how they were saying about sending love, and you know how I'm always sending you love. I'm always sending you so much love. And they're saying you can recognize, I can recognize that I am love and you are love, and we are connecting through this love. So you can think about that when I'm sending you this love today. So as always, 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 I'm sending you so much love. Thank you.